A pair of AL clubs. Rangers on the road as Texas goes up against the Chicago White Sox. Only on 2K Sports.
2 months of baseball have been played, and we are ready for more MLB action on 2K Sports. Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, and John Kruk here. A look at Carlos Quentin, no doubt getting ready for some offensive punch. Cellular Field in Chicago. The White Sox looking for a little home magic. Starting will be Mark Buehrle. Steve, he faces this Texas lineup today. What's his focus?
Now, Mark Buehrle has made a living on working quickly. He tries to keep the hitters off balance, and he works at his own pace, which is quick. It keeps the defense in the game behind him, and he throws all of his pitches for strikes.
And we'll see Ron Washington's lineup here, sponsored by Pepsi. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, all this guy does is hit and hit and hit. One of the most
getting us going, leading off the ball game, Ian Kinsler. Last time out was a loss for the Rangers. They had quite a bit of steam coming into that one. They'd won 4 in a row. That one fouled off by Kinsler. So you take a look back. That performance, not a good one.
Losing by 4 runs, the pitching has to do a better job of containing the other team's offense.
Oh, and 1. Buehrle kicks and delivers. And Ian Kinsler looks at that one, a ball to even. Batting 3 for 13 lifetime off Mark Buehrle. Kinsler taking the called strike.
When you can hit your spot with that kind of movement, down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
This one's grounded to second. Beckham. 1 away. And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. So, Steve, any individual standout?
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
And we've got Andrus batting.
Well, Mark Buehrle again established himself as the ace of the Chicago White Sox staff. You talk about a guy who doesn't throw hard, but he keeps the ball in play. He makes his fielders work behind him, and that's why everyone loves playing with him.
Well, can't stay disciplined on that one, and it's a 2-1 count. And for Mark Buehrle, he has turned into a real horse. This is a guy not only pitches well and often, but deep into games.
Well, he sure does. He's a godsend to the bullpen because every time he goes out there, you know he's going to give you 7, 8, possibly even 9 innings every start.
Still 2-2. Change up that time, swings and misses. That'll be strike 3 and 2 down.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Now with 2 outs, a chance here for Josh Hamilton. And Hamilton makes good contact here. And there it is. That's our first hit of the ball game. And mark your calendars. This Friday, it's going to be Ryan Braun and the Milwaukee Brewers as they take on the Cardinals in St. Louis. That one's set for an 8 o'clock start. And with a runner on, Nelson Cruz batting.
Gary, they're going to have to be very careful with the runner at first base. He can run. They may call a pitch out. They may have to throw over a couple times just to keep him close.
We'll see Konerko holding him in there. Buehrle with a delivery. He lets that fastball go by for a called strike. 0-2.
Well, when you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
That's hit foul by Cruz. Here's a curveball that bounces to the plate. And Nelson Cruz strikes out. He couldn't make contact on that one. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. And the White Sox, their first chance is coming. We've got Rich Harden out on the mound. He's starting the game for Texas. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, Rich Hard's the type of pitcher that can throw a fastball in the mid to 90s, but every once in a while, if he needs it, he can get it up there close to 100 miles an hour. He has a changeup and a split finger. The only problem with Rich Hard is he's never stayed healthy, and he doesn't go deep into games. So you're going to see a bullpen game when he pitches.
First pitch on the way to Damon. Heading to fish for that one, 0-1. Last outing for the White Sox proved to be a win. They ended up with the edge, going 3 for 4 in the series against the Rays in Tampa Bay.
Well, this ball club got off to that great start in April, and look at what it's done for them.
Harden with a windup. Strike 3. Damon on a swing and a miss, turned away.
And he only got to see 3 pitches. Now, unhittable pitches, but he saw them nonetheless.
Boy, that's a tough at bat for the hitter. He's got to walk away almost before he even got there. And it's Alexei Ramirez now, 1 away. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, he's having some kind of offensive season, Gary, really in the middle of everything this team's doing offensively.
And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now.
With just a little bit out in front of that fastball on that swing.
One bounce onto the wall. Ramirez is headed for third. They apply the tag. He is out at third. And it's Paul Konerko now, leading the league in home runs. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And Hamilton's going to play it. And that's the third out. That'll do it. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Still scoreless in Chicago. Michael Young at the plate.
Third baseman, number 10, Michael Young.
Young makes contact, fouled off. Mark Burley gets that important strike, 0-2.
Oh, that's a quality fastball right there, just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
And he lays off that one outside, 1-2. Burley with a delivery. A smash between short and third. And Tien with the catch. And Chris Davis to bat.
Well, back in July of last year, Mark Burley threw that perfect game for the Chicago White Sox. And I tell you what, kids, if you're watching a guy and you can't throw 95, 96, take a good look at Mark Burley. He'll teach you how to pitch.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now. Or Mark Burley, if any pitcher deserved to have a no-hitter, you gotta give it to him because he pitches games, John.
Well, he absolutely does. And the great thing about Mark Burley is he works so quickly that your defense is ready to go on every pitch. There's no lull in the game when he's out there.
Down on strikes there. Nice piece of pitching work.
Now check out the movement on this on K-Cam. It clocks in at 85 miles per hour.
Line shot into center field. That'll put Saltalamacchia on first. That's going to bring up David Murphy. Here's the June schedule for the White Sox. This Texas series ending on Thursday. Then they take their battle back to the American League Central. The Cleveland Indians. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And after that, they'll be home against the Tigers. Have to deal with Carlos Guillen and the rest of that lineup. Wins will not come easy over the next stretch of games. He's in his 5th MLB year. 2 outs and a man on first. Fastball just misses. 1-0. Burley with a delivery. There's a swing. Line drive center field. And that gets down. Murphy's got a single. The opportunity for offense is right now.
Designated hitter.
Well, a lot of hitters like that ball middle in, but middle off the plate, that's a tough pitch to hit. It tells you just how strong this guy is to be able to fight that pitch off to get that hit.
And Burley gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Well, outstanding movement on the cut fastball, but he left it out over the heart of the plate. He got away with one right there.
Swung on, hit softly, line to left. And there's another one. Couple of quick hits. A moment here for Texas. Can they get it done?
Well, that's 3 consecutive hits he's given up. He can't be out of gas yet. He just has to bear down and get somebody out. They don't want to go to the bullpen this early in the game.
Looked like the cutter that time for a called strike. Matchup, 282 lifetime against the White Sox. Hit sharply down the line. And there's Tien for the third out. They pick up 3 hits in the inning. They leave the sacks full. The shutout continues in Chicago. And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now, leading the MLB in batting average.
Carlos Quentin.
Harden with a windup. Good pitch as he's late on that one. 0-1. He delivers. Drill towards the hole. And out number 1 as he steps on the base.
Second baseman, number 15.
And Beckham's in the box.
You talk about Gordon Beckham and the fact that in his rookie season he hit 270 in 2009. That tells you that this kid has a lot of discipline at the plate.
Harden gets him to swing and misses. That'll be a strike. Beckham made his debut in June, and it certainly didn't take long for him to be recognized. There's a swing and a ball hit deep to right field. Still going back. Goodbye home run. And they get the first run of the ball game. That solo shot, that is a big fly ball. 1-0.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
What they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Well, they need to still be aggressive out there and go right after. Well, that's what you want. Run support for your pitching and attack the opposition. That's what the White Sox are doing right here.
Swung on by Rios, strike 1. This is, Steve, I guess, with that big fly, the inning these guys were hoping for.
Well, that's exactly right, Gary. I mean, you want to have the big inning. When you get that opportunity, put a crooked number up on the board.
Harden with a windup. And Alex Rios is struck out. A big swing and a miss.
Well, they made that one look easy, huh? I mean, look at 3 pitches and a strikeout.
It's going to be Przinsky, one of the best batting averages in the league. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate, day in and day out. That consistency is critical to their success.
Fastball swung out and missed, and the side's retired. Getting things going early, they get a run in the second. The White Sox have the lead, 1-0. All lit up here at U.S. Cellular Field on this beautiful night for a game. And we've got Andrus batting. Here's the first pitch. And a strike. Burley catches him looking.
Now that he's established the bottom of the strike zone, it gives him so many options. He can go to the breaking ball or climb the ladder with another fastball.
Here's the pitch. Plays off the changeup. Good pitch, but it's 1-1.
This guy likes to pull the string on hitters, Gary, particularly if they don't have a lot of patience at the plate. He'll get you thinking fastball and then pull the string and swinging and missing.
Damon, as he moves over, puts it away short left. And you're absolutely right, Steve. If you are not patient, you will find yourself swinging at that pitch before it's anywhere near the plate.
Well, he tries to speed the hitter up with the fastball and then get them out in front of the changeup.
Hamilton gets set. Here's the delivery. And Burley gets it by. Called strike, and the count will go to 0-1.
Better to go after the fastball when a guy has quality secondary pitches. Even though it's down to the zone, you've got to swing at that.
Here's the pitch. Swings on that 1-1 delivery, but misses. Strike two. Still 1-2. Ground ball headed for the middle. Beckham. And he's in there at first. So that brings up Nelson Cruz.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
Well, Nelson Cruz, with only playing in 128 games, 462 at-bats, but he managed to hit 33 homers. You wonder, though.
He swings and nails a liner. Gets one at second. And they get it. They turn two. No runs, one hit, and no one left on base. The White Sox still ahead. Quick glimpse of the manager, Ozzie Guillen. Last inning, that pitching gave up nothing. That's what he wants to see. Now looking for the offense to try and expand the lead. And Mark Tian up. And one of the top 10 averages right now. And that'll set down Tian. Now we got a moment to check out the State Farm leaderboard for teams that have tacked up the most extra base hits this month. Number 1, the White Sox. The Red Sox in second. In third, the Yankees. Fourth, the Angels. And fifth best, the A's. Spotted by Saltalamacchia. Harden gets him to swing and misses. That'll be a strike.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
Goes foul. The pitch. Swung on and ripped towards second. On to Davis. That's the second out.
That's some kind of play right there to be able to get to the ball quickly, transfer it to your throwing hand, and rifle it over to first base to get the runner. Nice play.
And it's Johnny Damon at the plate. He's at an even 200 lifetime against Rich Harden. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. He'll hold there at second base, crediting with a double.
You'll take getting on base anytime, any inning. It just doesn't matter. And here with this double, maybe it's a chance to get a 2-out rally started.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now.
Well, he's having some kind of offensive season, Gary, really in the middle of everything this team's doing offensively.
Harden with a windup. Hot shot towards the hole. And it gets through. Great swing today. Now 2 hits. So that puts Paul Konerko at the plate. Boy, I don't know on that count, Steve. Number 1, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
And he starts Konerko out. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. You know, one of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
And Rich Harden runs that count in his favor. 0-2.
But you got to be a little more patient and wait for that thing to get in the hitting zone before you try to swing. Way too early on that one.
This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. And they score him. Openings for this lineup offensively, don't give it to them now because they are hot.
Carlos Quentin.
What more do you need to see? Now you have to question his confidence. Giving up 3 straight hits. Not much going right out there at this point.
First pitch to Quentin. Ground ball to Davis. It's through. The runner's going to come home. And the White Sox, they just keep rolling.
Second baseman. Number 15, Jordan.
Well, the sky is falling. The sky is falling. I mean, now it's 4 straight hits. He's got to start wondering what's going on. Maybe he's tipping his pitches or they're just figuring him out.
Harden gets him to swing and misses. That'll be a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there. He got that slider in the strike zone. He got the hitter out in front to swing early.
A swing and a miss, strike 3, but a chance at first. Oh, and he's got it over to first base, and they get the out.
Well, great catching. He's earning his money behind the plate today, chasing that ball in the dirt, blocking it, and getting the runner out just in time.
That could be a great way to start the offense if you can get a runner like that on, because that's really a steal when you do. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. White Sox up 3. Michael Young leading it off.
Third baseman, number 10, Michael Young.
First delivery to Young. Good pitch from Burley, swung on and missed.
Now, Gary's been doing a nice job of kind of dancing out there on the mound. He's had some base runners out there, been able to make pitches and let the defense make plays behind him, so he's done a nice job pitching out of trouble.
On the ground to second. Beckham. So Young is retired. There are a couple of months of baseball left. State Farm gives us a chance to look at the Western Division race. It's the Angels in first, the Mariners second place. In third, it's the A's. And it's the Rangers in fourth.
Well, the Rangers have been nothing but a disappointment so far this year. Big expectations in the AL West that they'd make a push, but it's not happening this season.
Well hit towards the middle. Beckham. And that sets down Davis. In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. 2 outs, bases empty. Burley with a delivery. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And it's going to be Quinton. That one's grabbed, side retired. So Mark Burley gets him 1-2-3. And it'll be the White Sox. Looking ahead, 6, 7, 8. They're due up. And Alex Rios to lead off. And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league.
Alex Rios.
And he starts Rios out. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away. Now a chance to see the league leaders in slugging percentage, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, this is a list of hitters that strikes fear in the opposition pitching. They have to, because they know with one swing of the bat, they can change the score of the game.
It's going to be Przinsky.
Well, A.J. Przinsky put together a pretty solid season for the White Sox in 2009, hitting .300. He doesn't strike out a lot. He's a contact guy. You'd like to see maybe drive in a little more runs, only 49 RBIs. But I tell you what he does for the pitching staff is something that can't be ignored.
Hit sharply towards the hole. Here's what's next for the Rangers. Thursday, they will finish up the Chicago series. After that, they'll be playing host to the Rays and the speed and bat of Carl Crawford. That gets underway on Friday night. Then they stay home for the next series, the Seattle Mariners. Lots of home games. That's always a good thing. A.J. Przinsky, you look at the size and you think you're going to get a lot of big power numbers from him, but that has not been the case. He's really more of an on-base percentage guy.
He's an on-base guy. He works counts. He makes pitchers work, and he has the...
He swings down, really hit that. Off the wall on a hop. Przinsky towards third base. Good offensive chance here.
A real solid approach, trying to work gap to gap up the middle of the field. Gets a fastball on the outer third of the plate, but able to stay on it and get himself a base hit to center.
There's the swing. This one blasted high, deep, center field. Gone. That's good for 3. Steve, he knocks in a 3-run homer. They lead by 6.
You know, Gary, they're not bunching them together, but that is the second home run they've hit off him in this game.
He may be taking a look at his sequence of pitches right now.
Well, they're going to have to get it together with pitcher and catcher.
4 gets called on to take over the mound duties. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Gary, I'll tell you, I probably would have let this starter go a little bit longer. I mean, better safe than sorry, but why burn the bullpen this early in the game if you don't have to? Save them, keep them fresh, make them right for the end of the game.
So that brings Alexei Ramirez up.
Well, it's so rare for a guy that has some power in his bat like Alexei Ramirez has, but he doesn't strike out a lot. That shows he has great plate discipline, and he also, when he gets a chance, he puts the ball in play. So look for some excitement and some action every time he comes to bat today.
And one of the league's most prolific hitters in the top 5. The pitch. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with a breaking ball. 2 down.
I'll tell you, that kind of breaking ball in the low 80s is awfully tough to hit.
There's not a good-looking swing on that pitch.
Well, good at bat starts with good swings, and bad at bats end with bad swings. I think he'd want that last swing back if he had the choice.
And it's Paul Konerko now. He leads the American League and runs batted in. Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. That pitch was way too low, but he swung at it anyway. It's a strike. There's a swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep into right field. Over the wall, goodbye, a 2-run homer. 2-run homer just adds to a terrific hitting game they've had.
Gary, he comes at him with the fastball, and it's a pretty good pitch, but he didn't get it by him, and with that swing, I tell you what, he can hit anything.
Fastball hitter. He got the fastball, and man, did he crush that.
Makes it look effortless. They have not figured out a way how to shut down this White Sox offense today. They look so good.
2 outs and nobody on. Here's the pitch. He gets Quentin to swing. Strike 1. Well, you know that taco you had before the game, Steve? I think we've got a full fiesta going early in this one.
I think that we do, and now you're getting me hungry just thinking about it.
And he struck him out. The side is finally retired. Not before they tally 5 times, thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And in the batter's box, it's Murphy. He's 1 for 1 so far.
14, David Murphy.
First pitch, here it comes. That's swung on a liner here. Beckham able to pull that one in. Let's take a moment to look at the Central Division standings as the season moves into June. Brought to you by State Farm. First place, the White Sox. In second place, it's the Royals. Third belongs to the Twins. The Tigers, 4th place. And down at the bottom, the Cleveland Indians.
In the tough AL Central, we all thought the White Sox would finish down in the pack, but instead, they're sitting on top and making us all look silly.
Here's the 1-0 from Burley. Drilled towards third. Throw got him. That is one heck of a play. Tremendous play to come up with it and then to be able to get the out.
Well, to be able to knock this one even down, but to be able to get the out at first base with a throw from his knees, great play.
Now Kinsler gets set. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
1-0 pitch, change up in there. 1-1.
Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Beckham throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No runs, no hits. Nobody crossed the plate in this half inning and nobody left on base. Texas still hoping to put something up. And Beckham's in the box. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Number 15, Gordon Beckham.
Spotted by Saltalamacchia. Smash towards the middle. Throws in time to first. What a play. Great play made, boy. Middle of the infield. You love that kind of help.
Well, he stretched out as far as he could possibly go to be able to make the play. Gold glove effort.
1 out. And Alex Rios at the plate.
The 2009 season.
Hut shot towards the hole. Well, who's hot? Our State Farm leaderboard. We'll take a look. These are the hottest bats for the month.
Hey, look at these hitters. They're really the guys with the most versatility. The ability to drive the ball to left field, to right field, and hit the fastball, the curveball, the slider. There's really not a pitch these guys can't hit.
For Rios, just a 2-4. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out.
Let's take a chance now to take a look at where the White Sox sit today in the rankings in the American League. First in doubles, first in batting average, and they're also the #1 team hitting with runners in scoring position. That batting average, driving in runners, this lineup knows how to hit in the clutch. They're patient, they let the ball come to them, and then they deliver.
And here's Martin. Great season, top 10 in RBIs. On the way. Lines this one to the left side, out of play. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And Hamilton's going to play it. He's there, but he lets it fall. And Rios comes in. He decides to go in feet first. Second base gets the double.
That's one of those plays you have to make the decision and commit to sliding. You don't want to get caught in between and risk an injury.
A lot harder to put that tag on a sliding player than one coming in straight up. Two outs and a runner on second. Now the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit high into the air, deep into right field. Gone! A two-run homer. Two-run. And it's Johnny Damon. Base is empty and 2 down.
Left fielder, number 18, Johnny Damon.
Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and he's behind that pitch. 0-1. And a big, big offensive day, Steve. Like you said, they've just got the bats rolling today.
Tough, going to be very tough for them to come back right now. The power numbers being there. I mean, 3 innings left, but an awful lot of offense.
Ring him up, strike 3. But boy, what a solid offensive inning that was. So they strike for 3 more runs here and widen that lead even further. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. First pitch on the way. Here's one that's in there, called strike.
Like, they left 4 runners on base so far in the game, so they've had a couple of opportunities, you know, to be able to try to make something happen, but just have not been able to come up with a big hit or a long ball.
Here's the 1-1. Hit in the air to left center. Damon able to pull that one in. Now brought to you by State Farm, the pitching staffs who are making hitters earn their way. The White Sox, number 1. Second, the Mariners. Royals held the 3rd spot. 4th, the Twins. And at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
It really speaks to the philosophy of the organization when you have the fewest walks given up. They understand they need to throw strikes and let the opposition put the ball in play and trust the defense.
So that brings up Nelson Cruz.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
Here's the first pitch to Cruz. Nope, that one not in there. Burley misses. The 1-0 now. Hard grounded to short. And he scoops it up. Too late, and he is safe at second. A moment here for Texas. Can they get it done?
Well, as a pitcher, there's absolutely nothing you can do about this. You hate these type of hits, but he makes a great pitch. The ball just hit in an absolute perfect spot where no one can get to it in time to beat him on the throw to first.
Here's the pitch. In there, and he falls behind 0-2. Young lays off that. It's up high. Swing and a foul straight back. Cutter called strike 3. He knew it too. 2 down. Well, the runner on second does not advance. That's a strikeout on 5 pitches.
Well, very effective sequence of pitches right there, and that pitcher earned that one.
And Chris Davis to bat. A solid .357 lifetime off the White Sox. Ground ball towards the second baseman. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Some good work, Mark Burley. Boy, this is... And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. Top 5 AL in runs scored.
Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move. Just a solid offensive player day in and day out, and a guy that really can deliver for this offense.
A swing and a miss. Alexei Ramirez is retired.
That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
1 out, nobody on. And he starts Konerko out. Swung on and missed 0-1.
The thing about Paul Konerko now at this stage in his career is he'll play a lot of games at first base, but when he needs a break, he can go to that DH role. He's not a guy that's going to steal any bases. He has hardly any speed now, but he's a run producer in the middle of that lineup and a leader in that clubhouse.
Able to set him down there, chalk that one up as a strikeout for him. That's a foul ball. The pitch. This one's grounded hard up the middle. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No scoring here, ending this half inning. We move on to the 7th inning. In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia. He'll lead off the 7th inning.
Jared Saltalamacchia.
And here's the first one. Good pitch from Burley, swung on and missed.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top of his game, making the pitches, and offensively, they just have not been able to back hits up with other hits to mount the rally. They've been held scoreless here today.
Now
that's going to bring up David Murphy.
Well, that's the start this team needed. Get that first guy in the inning up, get him on base, and let's see if they can bring him around to score.
The first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Gary, I think he decided that was a pitch he needed to take as soon as it came out of his hand. Just can't handle that fastball up and away.
Well hit towards the middle. He snares it, and there's one. Decides not to try for the double play, hangs on to it. You can almost taste the adrenaline right now, Steve. You can just tell he's getting stronger as he goes along.
He's got so much confidence. He's just knocking the bats out of the batter's hands.
Burley with a delivery. Good rip on that one, but he missed it 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Comes set, now the 1-1. Swing, soft liner towards left center. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. And with
Now,
that,
up
Ian
to the plate
Kinsler will
for
come
the
to the
Texas
plate.
Rangers.
The
Second
best
base.
hitters in the game use the whole field. You have to be able to go the other way, even when the pitch is over the heart of the plate. That's what he does right there.
Guys prolong their career, not with power, but with base hits that are hit that way. There's one. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay. Here's Elvis Andrus now with the RBI chance. No hits yet, but he'll get another chance right here. Here's the first pitch. First pitch, a fastball. That's in there for a strike.
You can really stay out of big trouble in the big inning if you can spot your fastball down in the zone.
Lays off the curveball. Good pitch, though. 1-1. Off the mark there. Ball 2. The 2-1 pitch. On the ground to short. And Ramirez fields the ball. Throws to first. Side is retired. And heading to the dugout, Mark Burley. He's now. And Beckham's in the box.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now.
Swing and a high drive, hooking into the corner. Gone, a home run. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having. And Alex Rios up. No outs and nobody on base.
Center fielder, number 51, Alex Rios.
And he starts Rios out. Swung and a fly ball. A foul ball. Now he swings, hits this one very high, deep left center field. Tell it goodbye. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having. It's going to be Brzezinski, a career .268 hitter against the Rangers.
A.J. Brzezinski.
Here's the pitch. Sinker swung on, missed. 0-1.
Well, that's a great pitch right there. That hard sinker. He just can't catch up.
And that's a strike. A.J. Brzezinski now behind in the count. Defensive stance at the plate. And this is bounced foul to the left side. Lined right at the second baseman. One away. Look at the lineups who have been pounding the ball over the last 10 games, courtesy of State Farm. The White Sox, number 1. Second, the Rangers. In third, the Angels. Tigers, 4th. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
Both of these teams have been driving the ball over the last 10 games, hitting it out of the ballpark and doing it with the home run.
And now out of the mound, we got Frank Francisco. He'll be the relief pitcher for the Rangers. And that's a strike. Martin's going to have to take very close approach on the next one.
But what an effective pitch. That two-seam fastball had him way out in front of it.
Goodbye, home run. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having.
Well, they were thinking they could try to run one by him 0-2, but it wasn't so easy, and they paid for it.
When you talk about wasting a pitch, it's probably a situation where maybe you do that.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't go right at them all the time.
The first pitch. There's a swing and a hit deep into center field. Way back there. Gone, a home run. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having.
They have not figured out a way how to shut down this White Sox offense today. They look so good.
Number 18, Johnny.
First pitch on the way to Damon. And Francisco gets him swinging for the first strike. On the way. A smash. Gone. Goodbye home run. They add to the lead. Man, what a big day these guys are having. And doing the pitching, it'll be Neftali Feliz. He'll be the relief pitcher for the Rangers. Johnny gets going here against these White Sox bats. What are you expecting?
Well, if you're the hitter on deck when Neftali Feliz comes in the game, you better start swinging early. Here's a guy who consistently hits triple digits with that unbelievable fastball. He's still working on a slider. He's still working on that breaking ball, but he's a young pitcher, and when you throw that hard, you don't want to change anything. Look for gas if you're the hitter.
Ramirez will foul that one away. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes, and Alexei Ramirez is set down. Well, there was some great pitching right there, John. Only 4 to put him away.
Well, yeah, and that's a great thing. Anytime you can preserve your pitch count and get a quick out by a ground out or a fly ball to get it done most efficiently. But when you need a K, it's there.
And it gets down. That's hit number 3 on the ball game in 5 at-bats. That's going to bring Carlos Quentin up. State Farm brings you a look at our leaderboard, the percentage on base leaders for the month.
Getting on base is a philosophy. It's a mental state. It's really an approach, and these guys understand that. They understand they have to do whatever they can to get on. They have the toughest at-bats of any hitters in the major league.
Spotted by Saltalamacchia. Swings at that first delivery. Curveball by him, 0-1.
Well, that's just an unhittable pitch. That's the blueprint of where you want to throw this pitch. Down and away to the hitter, gets him to swing.
Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they add 5 more to the total and widen that gap. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. Things will start getting difficult with the 3rd man in the order lurking ahead. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Hamilton gets set. Here's the delivery. This one's grounded hard up the middle. And it gets through for him again.
Now batting.
Guess you expect that today. He's got a 4-hit game. And that's going to bring up Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, he just continues to swing a hot bat in this one. Is that 4 hits for him now? Yes, it is.
Takes that first pitch low in the strike zone. Strike 1.
Look here, listen, he's made pitches. They've had a few base runners on against him, no question about it. They've gotten a few hits, but he's been able to keep them from putting hit after hit after hit together. He's kept them off the scoreboard and let his defense do the work.
And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. And now we've got 1 down here in this 8th inning of a shutout ball game.
Now he's just putting on a show out there right now, Gary.
And it's Michael Young in the box now.
Well, Michael Young continues to be a mainstay in the top of the order for the Texas Rangers, and that's just going to continue throughout his whole career no matter where he is, because this guy is just an unbelievable hitter. I love the fact that he has the ability to hit the ball the other way and the other way with power. That's why he hits so many doubles, and that's why he always is the top of the league leaders in extra base hits.
And Burley gets it by, called strike, and the count will go to 0-1. Young has become one of the Major League's outstanding 3rd basemen. The power numbers are looked at first, but defensively he is not a slouch.
No, he's not. And here's a guy who was a 2nd baseman, then he got moved to shortstop, and then he got moved, back to 2nd base, and they got Alex Rodriguez, and then he goes to 3rd base. So he's a very unselfish player who does what's best for his team, and that's what you need from your leader and your best player.
Fantastic chance here. In the batter's box, Saltalamacchia, 2 for 3 thus far. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. So they still can't buy a run. They've been held scoreless through 8. The shutout is still in progress. And Beckham's in the box. He's already homered twice in this one.
Gary, they're having a big offensive day. I think that's pretty obvious, but clearly one of the major components of this offense are his at-bats. I mean, 2 home runs. He's swinging the bat very well. Looks so comfortable at the plate.
Has him out in front as he swings and misses. Strike 1. Pitch on the way. Strike two. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
Now a swing and a shot toward second.
Now back.
One away.
The Chicago White Sox.
Here are some of the hottest pitching staffs in baseball, courtesy of State Farm. Lowest opponent batting average this month. The Athletics #1. The Mariners in second. Third spot, the Red Sox. Rangers fourth. And #5, the Indians rounded out.
If you look at those low opponents' batting averages, those really are the pitching staffs with the best stuff. They're the ones that get the most outs and the most swings and misses and the most pop-outs and the hitters being off balance. Quality pitching equals low opponents' batting average.
Fastball got him, 2 down.
Now we're going to get a chance, Gary, to see the four-seam fastball in K-Cam.
I think the pitcher had him fooled on this one all the way through, John. He wasn't expecting that outside corner delivery.
Well, he just pulled the string on that pitch, and that's good stuff right there.
And the first pitch. It's fouled off. The pitch. And he fouls another one off. A swing and a fly ball to left center field. And it falls in there. That's going to be a single. That brings up Mark Teahan.
And wow, that's an even 20 hits for this team in this one. An understatement. They have swung the bats well today.
A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to left center. And Murphy's going to play it. And that one's put away to retire the side. No runs and a base hit. They leave one man on at first. And we'll see the Rangers. The camera catches a look of Ron Washington. Kind of feel what he's thinking right now. It's a very tough game. Maybe thinking about some adjustments as we move forward. It's taken for a ball. Bottom dropping out on that Burley pitch.
They've had a few base runners throughout this game. They've left some on, Gary, but I mean, every single time they've had runners on, he just seems to elevate his game, making the pitch when he needs to. They just can't score.
He delivers. Here's a swing and a ground ball. And Konerko getting to it. And he'll step on the bag. That'll be the first out. Then you get this close. 2 outs away from having a complete game shutout.
Now, Gary, it always helps to have solid defensive play backing you up when you're trying to put the finishing touches on a game like this.
That one's lined softly towards the gap left center. And that's through a base hit. So Ian Kinsler will come up.
Well, a guy that just continues to swing the bat well in this ball game. 3 hits right now so far. And it comes with 1 out in the inning. Can it start a rally?
Now Kinsler gets set. There's a swing and a drive. Deep right field. That's the second out of the inning. Now you're hanging on for 1 more out.
Now he's going to take a little extra time to regroup right now. Throwing a shutout in this day and age is pretty tough because offense usually dominates.
And that one is a fly ball. This could do it. And it's in there. He's got himself a base hit. A moment here for Texas. Can they get it done?
Center fielder, number 32, Josh Hamilton.
Well, you talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
Hamilton gets set. Here's the delivery. Swung on grounder. This might be it. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
Now we'll look back at our Pepsi Clutch Performer. Our fantastic display by Mark Burley got it done today.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a more dominant display on the mound than what we saw today. He was mixing his pitches well, changing speeds, but the thing you noticed, he didn't throw any pitches over the center of the plate. That's what made it so special. And when he needed it, he could get back and reach back and get that little bit extra when he needed that big out. Made it look easy out there today, Gary.
And we got to see a terrific performance out of their starter, and he was able to ride that one on to victory.
Well, an outstanding effort. He had everything working today, the good stuff and location to shut down the opponent.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.